All right, guys, so I'm going to do this quick little video talking about the Night of the Animated Dead. I picked this up, I think, over a week ago. I know people have been asking me to review it or give my thoughts about it, whether it's a pickup or whether it's going to be a pass. I mean, let's talk about Night of the Living Dead first, which is George A. Romero's, this is a classic. This is a classic horror zombie movie. And absolutely love it. You know, believe it or not, this wasn't the first Night of the Living Dead movie I watched. It was actually Tom Savini's Night of the Living Dead movie that I watched first. I honestly did not start watching George Romero's Dead series until the late 90s, early 2000s. But I saw this one on television, I think in like 1991, maybe even 1992, and I fell in love with this film. The first zombie movie I think I watched was Return of the Living Dead. But this one right here, from George A. Romero, this is the first one that I've ever watched. I mean, even though Tom Savini directed it. And this, to me, is my favorite Night of the Living Dead film. But, I mean, this one is still a classic, the original Night of the Living Dead. So, anyways, we're talking about Night of the Animated Dead. Now, it's pretty much a retelling of the Night of the Living Dead, the original George A. Romero. So it has nothing to do with Tom Savini's version. It's George Romero's version. There is a few scenes in here that they made up for the animated movie. Like when Ben is talking about some backstories, you get to see exactly what he went through. So there's a few little extras in there. Personally, did not like this film. I really didn't like this film. I didn't like the animation, for one. It had some known actors, voice actors in here, but it just didn't do it for me. It just was not good at all. It was very boring, to be honest with you. And it wasn't scary. It was really just a big letdown. I got bored. I did get a little bored watching it. I think it took me about 3 days to actually finish it, only because I just was not invested in the film. And then the zombies, I think I'm a big fan of 28 Days Later. I like the first couple seasons of The Walking Dead, but I think the 28 Days Later is the one who started their zombies, are the ones who started that. I think they're the ones that started that. And then The Walking Dead kind of, took it to another level. These zombies make those sounds. And George Romero's, they don't make those sounds. I don't even think they really even make any sounds. And then in Night of the Living Dead here, in Tom Savini's, they kind of moan here and there, but that's about it. But this one here, they do make sounds. They sound like the Walking Dead zombies. That's exactly what they sound like. There is some special features on here. Now, there's what is it? There's a behind the scenes. I see right there, it's the special making of the dead. This is priced at $19.99, okay? Now, I honestly would have, if I would have known that I wouldn't have bought this movie. I would not have bought this movie if I would have known how much I was not going to like it. This Blu-ray was $19.99. I think it should have been at least $10.99. If it was at that price, then I can, be like, okay, whatever. But at $19.99, this is definitely not worth it. I still recommend you guys check it out, just if you guys are curious to see how this is. If you're going to like it or not. You guys might like it or not if you guys have seen it. But I personally did not like this. Again, the animation wasn't the greatest. It was kind of boring. And the voice acting just didn't do it for me either. So that's my quick little thoughts on Night of the Animated Dead, which is basically just a retelling of George Romero's Night of the Living Dead. So if you guys have seen this, let me know in the comments down below if what you guys thought about it. Maybe you guys liked it. And if you did, that's awesome. But for me, didn't like it. And what is your favorite version of Night of the Living Dead? Is it the original George Romero, the classic here? Or is it Tom Savini's Night of the Living Dead? I love this freaking movie. You know what? I'm going to watch this tonight. I think I'm going to watch this tonight. But let me know, guys, your thoughts down below if you guys have seen Night of the Animated Dead. And, if you're going to watch it or not. And I'm curious to know your guys' thoughts if you've seen this and what you thought about this. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon. Later.